good afternoon, viewers. You're watching NewsX and I'm Kriti Mehta. We start this bulletin with a focus on the election of the 5 states, starting with Tamil Nadu. It recorded a historic 85.1% voter turnout in this year's assembly polls, while Puducherry led with 91.23%. The all-time high turnout in Tamil Nadu was shown to be a consequence of the special intensive revision exercise in the state that led to the net deletion of 68 lakh electors. While the state also registered an increase in the absolute number of voters who turned out, the provisional addition of roughly 24.8 lakh voters appears lower than the gains registered in recent cycles, 31.1 lakh between 2016 and 21 and 64.8 lakh between 2011 and 16. At the same time, when we break down the statewide aggregate increase in this election, distinct constituency level variations that cut across urban or rural segments and regions are observed. With several exit polls predicting a thumping victory for the ruling party in Tamil Nadu in just concluded elections, the DMK said it will win over 180 seats, while the AIADMK dismissed the exit polls and said the party will come to power. With that, let's also take a look at the turnout of the voters in this Tamil Nadu elections and in the past 4 elections, along with the districts recording the highest and lowest turnouts in 2021 as also opposed to this year. Let's move across to our plasma screens. We start with the voter turnout comparison. While in 2011 it was 77.8%, in 2026 it's 85.1%, and 2016 saw a further decrease from 2011, 74.81%, another decrease 2021, 73.83%, but 2026 has seen the highest turnout in 15 years. Now let's take a look at those constituencies recording the highest voter turnout in Tamil Nadu. Karur remains that constituency both in 2021 previous elections and this election. This time it's seen a figure of 92.65% voter turnout. 92.65% people have turned out to cast their votes. As far as the lowest turnout constituency goes, this is Kanyakumari this time around, which still saw a 75.5% voter turnout. 75.5 is the lowest turnout this time constituency wise. In last elections it was Chennai. Of course, we do know how urban centers record a lower turnout compared to other areas, but still Kanyakumari was the lowest one this time around, and that too saw a 75% voter turnout, which is pretty good by itself. Let's in fact discuss this with T.S. Ramakrishna, political analyst, who's with us in the discussion. Thanks very much for joining us, Mr. Ramakrishna. What do you attribute to this record turnout? Is it the denomination factor in the SIR? Is it that people are really looking for a change? What could it be in your opinion?
Yeah, well, so it must be, by and large, it is due to SIR. And of course, there is some, way for Vijay also. And normally, the youngsters who never, get any interest in voting for any political party, now actually they are all have shown a lot of interest. And many of them have traveled from their working place like Chennai and Coimbatore to their native place. And then they have voted in large numbers. So it is all due to both reasons. One reason is due to SIR. So the overall increase to 85% in Tamil Nadu is from 78% to 85% is due to SIR. Whereas on specific constituencies like Karur or Western Tamil Nadu or on specific the increase in turnout is mainly due to I mean, the poll out, I mean, the polling of more youngsters and then women than anybody else. And as far as Kanyakumari is concerned, Kanyakumari is a district where actually a lot of people work outside this district, and they might have not come back and then decide to vote for because of lack of facilities or due to their difficulty in traveling all the way from their place of work to Kanyakumari. So their names might be there in the family list, but still they may not be able to, might have not been able to travel all the way from their working place to Kanyakumari. So that could be the reason for Kanyakumari, because Kanyakumari has remained like, you know, like any other state. This is a state, I mean, district where actually a lot of workers, people work at outside. It's not like migrant workers, they work as in government jobs, private jobs and all. So, and then that's how actually it is.
All
So
right, sure.
that
Stay
could be the
on with
reason.
me, Mr. Ramakrishnan. In fact, we also want to take a look at the voter turnout of Puducherry in the past 4 elections, along with the constituencies recording the highest and the lowest turnout in 2021 as opposed to 2026. We'll discuss this with you once again when we come back, but let's take a look at the numbers for now for Puducherry. 2026 has seen an 89.85% voter turnout overall, 89.85, almost 90%, while in 2011 it was 86.19%. There is a gradual increase. In 2016 it was 85, in 2021 it was 83.4%. So Puducherry, of course, seeing a voter turnout upwards of 80%, hovering somewhere around 85%, but this time it's definitely the highest at 89.85%. Let's take a look at the constituencies recording the highest turnout. It is Usudu in 94.39%. This time around in 2021 last election it was Yanam with 91.27%. Let's also now take a look at those that have seen the lowest voter turnout. In Mahe saw 77.41%, and again in 2021 as well it was at 73.53%. So Mahe has, like previous elections, this time around also seen the lowest voter turnout, but still a very good number as far as the overall voter turnout is concerned. Mr. Ramakrishnan, I want to come back to you. How do you think this increased voter turnout is going to affect the results? Which party is likely to get the most benefit of it?
Yeah, for Puducherry also the same SIR effect will be there. So there will be some, I mean, we have expected that there will be a percentage, because the denominator has actually, I mean, reduced. As a result, the numerator, I mean, certainly the ratio has increased. So that is the reason why actually in Puducherry also the polling percentage has increased. But otherwise, on specific terms, I mean, I don't see that, I mean, these changes, especially the increase in the polling percentage, would affect, I mean, the polling outcome. Normally, polling outcome in Puducherry is a very peculiar trend, because although there will be, you try to pick up a trend for political alliance, one alliance over the other, it is more of, I mean, individual candidates also, because most of the seats, there are 30 seats for one parliamentary constituency, and most of the seats are of very smaller size, extremely smaller size.
Right.
So as a result, what will happen is there will be a lot of smaller, I mean, the differences are very smaller, and then even the voter, the candidate.
All right, Mr. Ramakrishnan, thank you very much for joining us